What's up, you guys? Back with another video. It's your boy PJ21. I just want to say welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, share to all social media platforms, and also don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. All right. So the next reaction that we're about to do is the Island Boys finally got arrested for this. There's been so many clips that I've seen of these two boys. A new one that no, a new opinion of my own is that they could be related to like Lil Pump in a way because like if you basically the way that the Iron Boys look like is that their face is a little bit like shrunken, like skinny, like they don't really they really like be missing meals like on a daily like minute. So if they didn't and like their face was like normal and like chubby and whatnot, that ass look like will be related to Lil Pump in a way. Like Lil Pump could be like the long lost triplet. The other like known clips as well was they're definitely sus. Like off rip sus. They would do anything for money. And we have the proof for that. And it's like if somebody put a gun to my head and said like I gotta do this like to my own brother, like I would just be like no, because that is complete incest. That is complete like something that I would just take the bullet for because I'm not doing that. Like the only time that I didn't notice that another friend of mine that was a guy. Basically, this is what happened. It was during lunchtime, and we in middle school, and basically I had money to get from uh it was call it let me see call it the luxury snacks and drinks, right? And it was one day where like I finally had money, like extra money, like to buy from the luxury snacks and drinks. So I got this slushy, or icy, whatever, and I was so happy that I got to I got greedy, yeah, because I had more money than I expected, and so I got the slushy, and I decided to go back in the line to get something else from the luxury snacks and drinks. And the wrong move that I made, right, was leaving the slushy on the table because around the time I was around friends that were not loyal and that will do like the skeeviest like pranks on you. So I left the slushy, right, and I'm sorry this is gonna be a long one, but I left the slushy on the table, right, and basically to sum it up, it was my best friend, which is a guy. I come back, right, I come back to the table. The slushy is in the same spot. And basically, I'm drinking it, and they watch me the whole time drinking the slushy, like everything is normal. And it's a little weird because like every time I take a sip, they're watching me, and they basically just tell me after like the deed was done that my best friend put his saliva and mixed it with my slushy, and they didn't tell me because it was a prank around the time, and that that really made me mad. Like where this is my best friend that did that shit. Like I'm assuming it was my best friend, because they pointed him out, but it could have been like the other people that were in that same table, but that was still disgusting as heck because now his DNA sample is It's basically like in my system now as a prank. Make it make sense. Okay, like seriously. So let's watch this video and see what's it about. Like,
You've been driving like an asshole.
No, you guys don't understand. I did not hit your car. Y'all was down, bro. You don't know what?
I know who you are.
I'm going to jail for no reason, bro.
Imagine you're cruising down the road, windows down, maybe vibing to your favorite playlist, when out of nowhere, one of these guys whizzes past you like they're auditioning for Fast and Furious Florida Drift. No blinkers, no caution, just straight chaos. Well, that's pretty much what happened in the story of Frankie Venegas, one half of the Island Boys, and how he managed to turn a routine traffic stop into a hilarious symphony of bad decisions, bad excuses, and bad behavior. So, here's the tea. Frankie got arrested for reckless driving, but because this is the Island Boys we're talking about, it didn't stop there. Nah, Frankie decided to take what could have been a slap on the wrist situation and escalated it into full-blown chaos. When the police stopped him, instead of owning up to his reckless behavior, Frankie made the genius decision to give them his twin brother's name. Why? Well, because his own driver's license was suspended.
I don't understand. Why did you let me? We can't.
no, you bugging. Like seriously, like you. This is what twins like don't understand is that like even though y'all look alike, even though you may have the same last name, you're practically like are one person. You have different names, you have different IDs. You guys were processed separately, like for like documents and all that. So you giving up your own brother's like name, just it's gonna make it worse. Like you think that if you give your brother's like name instead of yours, like you're gonna get away scot free. Even though your brother's driver's license is active, you're still gonna get in trouble. Like you're like because just because your license is suspended, why didn't you just like if you needed something or go to the DMV? I know the DMV might be like chaos, like all the time. I'm not saying some of the time. I'm saying all the time. Because the last time I was there, like it was pretty hectic, and people were arguing, and the staff there are rude as hell. Like seriously, I understand. Like they be working you guys long hours, and you guys just trying to do y'all jobs. But at the same time, I feel like y'all like y'all like what y'all doing. Like y'all like wasting people's time. Like seriously, I'm not gonna lie, son. Like seriously, like but me as a humble, patient person, like that doesn't really like affect me and whatnot.
You were right. I was so nice to you.
Bro,
I
it's
got
my
on.
license, bro.
So what about your license?
It's suspended. I want to get my license.
Now, I don't know about you, but I find that hilarious that just because they're twins, he thought he could fool the cops, but more on that later. Because as if the fake name wasn't enough, Frankie continued to dig himself an even deeper hole.
Are you laughing at him? Excuse me, what? No one's laughing at you.
What? Yeah, I was right.
No.
Are you on some type of narcotic?
No.
You keep going from one extreme to another. No one's laughing.
I'm ADHD.
Did you take some perks or something?
No, I'm ADHD.
When the police asked why he was driving like a maniac, Frankie claimed someone was trying to shoot him.
The driver that became the driver pointed at me. The other ones were chilled out.
So the driver of the car.
Yeah, the guy that was mad.
Yep, according to him, some random person in another car pulled a gun on him, forcing him to speed away like he was reenacting a scene from Grand Theft Auto. So, at first you might think Frankie's excuse sounds at least a little believable. After all,
But like, even though it could be half believable, like, but you see all these stores that's in the background, right? So they gotta have cameras. Like, until we see the actual footage, then we can't like really believe his story.
who wouldn't speed away if they thought someone was pointing a gun at them, which seemed to be true, but as the police dug deeper, the story was starting to fall apart faster than Frankie's credibility. Because it turns out that wasn't exactly the full story, and this whole situation could have been avoided in the first place. Turns out a group of guys recognized Frankie and wanted to chat to him as they were rappers as well. So most people in Frankie's position would have responded to a situation like this with a quick wave or conversation, but no. He went full Frankie mode on him. He got loud, aggressive, and escalated the situation for the most absurd reason.
Yeah, we had got out, we seen Island Boy, you feel me? We was all talking to him.
Where was that?
Up there by Creators, right there on Sun.
The clothing store? Okay.
We was all talking to him, you feel me? Then my brother was talking to him, then he started like getting loud and aggressive.
But first, you may be wondering why Frankie reacted this way. Well, let's revisit one of his greatest hits. The time he and his twin went on a podcast and threw a tantrum over a simple question. During the interview, the host asked about that viral video of the brothers kissing each other. A simple question, but Frankie completely lost it.
You know what I mean? So what's going on with you two kissing each other?
Bro, shut your ass up while I break this shit.
Hey, yo, that ass, I would love to see you try that shit.
But what are you talking about?
I would love to see you try that shit.
Watching Frankie blow up over such...
Yeah, you can't be doing that. Like I said, that's like expensive podcast equipment. And you talking about breaking it? You gonna buy it? You gonna pay for it? You gonna pay for the damages? Because you bugging, son. Like seriously, like people put their own money with these podcast equipments. Like they basically set up every episode with every guest, and you're just gonna try to like ruin that because he asked you one question about you kissing your own brother for a chunk of change. Like that's I don't know. Look, it don't matter. Y'all still kiss each other. So it was a matter of fact that they didn't get the same money. Like one brother got the highest. Basically, I think it was like 14 million, and one brother got 8 million. The other one got 6 million. Like make it make sense, people. Like seriously, I understand that you guys will get the same amount, but that's not how it went.
Minor question was like watching someone rage quit a game of Candy Crush. Sure, it's entertaining, but it's also kind of sad. And this wasn't the first time this has happened. On Impulsive, the Island Boys got upset when George Janko gave them some solid advice. And there are plenty other instances of them getting into childish conflicts with streamers. So these guys really act all tough and scary, but I mean, come on. There's no way these guys are actually intimidating.
Look, mess with the wrong dude and see what happens. Like seriously, because like they're not that built. Like seriously, they're built like twigs right now. So.
But when shit gets real, then it's a different story for these wannabe gangsters.
Bro, I'm scared as fuck, bro.
So with their track record, is it any surprise that Frankie turned a harmless encounter into a full-blown incident? Not really. Which brings us back to Frankie's latest debacle. After Frankie's aggressive behavior, someone in the group allegedly pulled out a gun. Instead of taking a moment to de-escalate the situation, Frankie panicked, slammed on the gas, and sped off like he was escaping the cops in a high-speed chase movie.
He wasn't talking like he was about to get in the car, you feel me? It was like he was reaching, you feel me? So my brother got a license and stuff, so it was just like he kind of like protected himself. Then Island Boy got in his car, and it was like he was going to run us over, you feel me? He was like speeding through the parking lot, kept turning around, kept like, you feel me, speeding by, like he going to run us over.
So on top of this...
Wait, so what I'm hearing, to sum it up, you guys were just conversating, and your brother basically was like flexing or put his hand on his gun. He has a license, so he could have it, but he was just holding it for protection. Like, what made him do that? Like there was no like. Was there an argument between one of the Island Boys and your brother? Like, what made him like feel provoked that he had to like react like in a quick way?
Just speeding, he was doing it in an area full of pedestrians as well. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the situation could have easily turned into a real-life disaster. When the police finally caught up with Frankie, you'd think he'd take responsibility, right? Wrong. Instead, he decided to dig himself an even deeper hole by giving the officers his twin brother's name. Apparently, Frankie thought it was a foolproof plan since they're twins and look the same. But the cops weren't buying the fake identity for a second, especially after noticing Frankie's tattoos, which clearly didn't match his brother's ID. And yet, even after being caught, Frankie kept insisting.
We all know that you're not Alex. We know that you're Frank. You're Frank.
Also, if people be delusional as like the cops already got you, all right? So you can't try to negotiate or reason with the cops. Like, why go to like so much like length where you're already like in the back of the police car? Like, they got you handcuffed. Like, just stop lying. Just tell the truth. Like, you might like they might like let you slide like with that, but he just keeps on lying and get himself more in trouble like for no apparent reason.
What are you talking about? Alex?
Now let's rewind and talk about what caused this whole mess in the first place. Frankie insulted the guy's hairline. Yep, you heard that right. This entire chaotic situation started because Frankie roasted someone's hairline. Let me just say, if Frankie started because Frankie roasted someone's hairline.
Now look, I don't judge at all, like on my end, but the hairline does look crazy. Like, it look like you're in due for a trim, but I would not say that out loud. Like, the Island Boys, they feel like they could just say things out loud, and there won't be no like repercussions. There won't be no consequences. Like, he has a licensed weapon, so if you're talking about his like possession or like something that's like in his system, like regarding his hairline, he's gonna be provoked to like react in that way. He's not gonna just put his fist up. No, he has a license. He's gonna use that license. Like,
Let me just say, if Frankie Venegas, a man whose own hairline looked like it was sketched on with a Sharpie during an earthquake, is roasting your hairline, you have every right to be offended. And offended the man was. Things escalated from there and the rest is history. So, yeah, you can imagine how much worse this whole situation could have been just over a hairline. Granted, you know hairlines are a pretty sensitive topic for middle-aged men.
Damn, I messed up. We gotta go golf, man.
But as the investigation went on, Frankie's story wasn't exactly adding up, and he continued to do himself a disfavor by adding some awkwardness to the mix. So, I don't even know what he was trying to do here. I mean, we've seen the Island Boys kissing each other, so was he trying something with the officer? This guy's cooked, so I don't know. And now we arrive at one of the most delusional moments of the entire situation. Frankie tried to pull the famous card.
So I don't look like the bad person. Everyone says I got bitched. Yo, they tried me so bad. Yeah, on video, on camera.
I mean,
It's not a good look.
Frankie, let's be real. Calling yourself a celebrity is a bit of a stretch. You're internet famous at best, and even that's debatable. The officer's face during this exchange said it all. Pure disbelief that this guy actually thought his clout would get him out of trouble.
I know you were some sort of celebrity status or something like that, I guess. If I were you, though, regardless of who you are, when someone, pointed a gun at you and essentially threatened you, right? I would probably have them arrested.
Bro, honestly, props to the officer for not bursting out in laughter.
I know you were some sort of celebrity status or something like that, I guess.
But at the end of this whole debacle and Frankie's story not making...
You're probably some sort of a... Give me a minute. I have to call. Alright, celebrity. Yeah, but like, if I had a gun like pointed at me, and I was an officer, I would have to arrest him as well. But yeah, you are a celebrity. Like,
Making much sense.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking I was being stupid, and I wanted to call. I wanted to call.
Yeah, he ended up being arrested, and Frankie's actions weren't doing him any favors.
We found out now, but did you really want to make a police report saying you're the victim of someone putting a gun in your face under your brother's name? That's not fair. So what happens when I send it up to the detective bureau and I give them your fake name, your brother's name? They're gonna call your brother and your brother gonna be like, I have no clue what you're talking about. That's it, right? So if you want these people to go to jail for what they did to you and whatnot, you gotta be honest. And your track record of lying to us doesn't help your case. It's only worse than the defense are gonna be like, listen.
now, how you know, like his brother gonna be like he had no clue? Like, if y'all say that we're looking for this person's name, he's gonna know automatically. He might. I'm not like saying that he will, but like that's his twin brother at the end of the day. So he might just say, "Yeah, that's me. That's me." Like he might just like how you say it? Like give in to every question that you guys like ask him during the phone call. So that's his twin brother at the end of the day. So he's gonna like say that that was him regardless. It ain't that close.
This guy's a liar.
And what makes Frankie's case even worse is that this isn't even the first time Frankie's temper and bad decisions have landed him in trouble. Back in May 2023, Frankie was arrested for domestic violence. His girlfriend at the time reported that Frankie had slapped her and pushed her into the pool during an argument at an Airbnb. She hit her chin on the concrete, leaving visible injuries. When the police showed up to arrest him, Frankie immediately went into full denial mode.
Alright, so why am I being arrested, sir?
Frankie also accused the cops of lying and tampering with evidence. At one point, he even asked,
See, look, I don't condone physical violence, and I hate people that feel like they could just get away with like physical violence and like just go about their day normal, like with a straight face. Like you that has like had an argument that led you to not having self control and reacting physically towards your partner, and you're now acting stupid and clueless to the cops, saying, "What am I charged with? Why am I getting arrested?" Wherever y'all were at, like which poolside, like I hope it had the cameras installed, or he didn't install the cameras like on purpose for this one situation, but like the footage says it all. Like seriously, and she she damaged like her chin. Like I'm glad like she didn't like fall into like a coma or got unconscious. Like it was just like basically she hit her chin on the edge of the pool and whatnot. But that still doesn't give you the right to just go ahead and just hit everybody just because you feel like it. Just because like you feel like you have the right and you're a man and this and that, it does not make you a man. It makes you less of a man.
Bro, where's the proof? Fam, where's the proof, bro?
my dude, the proof is literally written all over the police report and your girlfriend's visible injuries. So, in every chaotic situation, the Island Boys might act tough, but their actions prove they're more about clout than credibility. From hairline roast to fake identity to cringeworthy flotations, Frankie is the embodiment of someone who wants to be taken seriously but can't stop sabotaging himself. So it's not just about the reckless driving or the fake name, it's about a pattern of behavior that keeps getting worse. This is why we need to stop making stupid people famous, please. But anyway, Frankie's inability to take responsibility for his actions is a rest.
So what I'm gonna say, sus being sus does not make you famous. If it does, find a different activity to make you famous, like because that's more on your dignity and your appearance and like who you are as a person. Because like when everything is done and like the cameras are away and like you're just like trying to enjoy yourself, like having dinner and whatnot, like you're gonna think about it and you're gonna be like, I did this for money. But you might be the type of person that will like sleep smoothly. But there are people that be like, yo, I can't sleep because like what am I doing? Like I'm really kissing another dude or worse, kissing my own brother for a piece of change. Like shit, I haven't had my first million yet, but it's not gonna be over incest. Never. Like sis.
Recipe for disaster, which is probably why these guys fell off and Frankie is in fact broken homeless.
He's getting evicted. I will, because he talks about my son, our son. He's getting evicted. He hasn't paid a bill. Even his mom would tell me before.
And listen, that's another problem on why you don't use.
So at this rate, if he keeps this up, it's
Yo, it's crazy. Like, yo, sit. Like, with the whole like face tattoos, I'm assuming, but I feel like they all got it from 6ix9ine. The people that put like the tattoos on the side, like which is like completely normal. Like you have it on the side, and you might have like one, or you might have two, which is like completely normal. But you have it all around your face, and the first person to be on the cameras, the YouTube, like all the platforms was 6ix9ine. Like that put it all over his damn face. Okay, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, and share to all social media platforms, and don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. And stay tuned for the next few reaction.